You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's something on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at some Let's Play episode of Violet Memoir, Lucas's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up and let's go! Ignore the screaming cat, y'all. He's being a naughty child. That's probably for the best. I don't know when Lucas will be back. But don't keep this a secret from him. Tell him you're going to see me. He trusts you. There's no need to be so private about things. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to make him uncomfortable. He'll be fine. I do not think it'll bother him very much. He's someone who's rarely affected by things like this. He sounded pretty upset when we got close. I don't know if it would be the best to bring it up. I wasn't meaning bringing up the conversation, just that you're visiting me. There's no need for secrets. You can just talk about this with him later, yeah? You're right. Anyway, where do you think we should... I'm cut off by a knocking at my door, and I immediately know it's Lucas. There's no way it wouldn't be anyone else. Just text me when you want to meet. I've got to go. Lucas is here. I'll let you know. I expect to hear all the details from last night. I expect it to be before the evening. I'm not able to get any other details as he ends the call, and I rush over towards the door, where the knocking has gotten more insistent. It took you long. Are you alright? You look out of breath. He's standing out in the hallway with 3 small brown paper bags in his hands, his head tilted to the side as he watches me lightly huff. I knew I was out of shape, but I didn't realize it was this bad. Maybe I should ask Oscar to take me to the gym sometime. He'd probably be ecstatic to do that, and I wouldn't embarrass myself like this again. Sorry, I was just, calling Kostya. He was curious as to how things went last night. I didn't really give him any details, though, so you don't have to worry about it. I considered just making up an excuse, except Kostya made it pretty clear that I should be honest with Lucas. Trying to avoid the truth would likely just hurt his trust in me, and it's a miracle that I've managed to get through his walls already. I don't want to have to start back at square one. At the mention of Kostya, he stiffens and tries to avoid my eyes, but makes no comment on it other than a simple nod as he walks into my room and places the paper bags down on my desk. I don't know why I expected him to have more of a reaction, but his lack of one is more concerning than if he got upset. Aure said he wanted to join us this morning. He asked me where I was last night, and I told him what happened. He's being annoying and wants to ask some questions. You don't have to answer them. If you just ignore them enough, he'll stop. And not that I'm saying you should feel embarrassed about what we did. I enjoyed it, I swear. I just need some time to get my thoughts together, but I'm happy to be with you. As boyfriends? Uncertainty smears his face again, and for a moment I thought I went too far, but before I can think about changing the subject or taking it back, he answers in a low whispering voice I can barely make out. Ends. What was that? With a sigh, he straightens his back, but it's just a poor imitation of confidence. It would be clear to anyone watching that this whole situation makes him nervous. Not that I can judge. I swear I can feel myself sweating even with the cool breeze on my back. I said yes, as boyfriends. I'm still not sure this is a good idea, but I'm willing to try it. For now, anyway. That's good, I think. Lucas is such a cutie. When they're both bottoms. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. Maybe I should have called my parents before I came and talked to you. They would have known what to say. They've been together since high school. That's amazing. Even my parents didn't meet until a business meeting. Sounds like your parents found their match pretty early. My thoughts can't help but go back to Helena and everything I've learned about her from the diary and Kostya. Maybe when we meet up again, I can ask more questions about her. It seems like she had a complicated relationship with her parents. Is everything all right? You went really quiet. I'm okay, just thinking about Helena. What about you? Are you okay after last night? Things got a little intense there near the end. I'm doing better, I think. I'll be honest, I'm not really sure, and to be frank, I don't really care. Are you sure? It's pretty bad. It's just... I don't want to think about it. I still don't think this is a good idea. I'm just going to hurt you. You wouldn't do that. You don't know that. You have only known me for a week. That's not enough to know someone. I'm not so sure about that. Sure, you were a little scary when we first met, and I thought you didn't like me, but as soon as we met again in the library, I knew you were a good person. You don't know what you're talking about. God, he's so cute. If I asked Aure when he got here, do you think he'd agree with me? We can if you want. Besides, because I'm certain he'll say the same thing. That's not... But he's cut off by the arrival of said Pine Martin, who prances through the door without so much as a knock. The moment our eyes meet, though, it's like he turns into the predator that our ancestors used to be, and the way he struts towards me is more menacing than any horror movie monster. We have so much to talk about. Oh, what do you mean? There's no need to be shy around here. I want every juicy detail. Jesus Christ, Aure, we didn't fuck or anything. Why do you have to be like this? Oh, don't be so shy, Lulu. I'm just excited that my little boy is finally growing up. It was just yesterday you never had a boyfriend before, and now you're an experienced man. That was yesterday, and I'm not your little boy. We're the same age. I'm the older than you by nearly 4 months. That makes you the little brother, while I'm the seductive older brother who serves cunt and steals your men. Jesus Christ. To add emphasis, he flashes me a wink that only serves to irritate Lucas further. Honestly, it looks like he's ready to punch Aure in the groin with how much he's seething. It looks like Aure's finally taking notice. Alright, I'm kidding, Lulu. You're easy to tease. But it's true, Wallace. I am here to hear all the juicy details. I already told you the details. Well, I still want to hear his side of things. I know you have a habit of only saying what you think is important, which is rarely tell the full truth. I'm beginning to learn that myself, but it's clear that Lucas doesn't do it maliciously, even though I'm not sure why he hides some of the things he does, but it's his private information, I suppose. Lucas doesn't bother replying other than a single huff as he goes to sit on the spare bed, opting to sit across from me rather than sitting next to me. I expected Aure to take the desk chair next to us, but he disregards it entirely to sit next to Lucas, much to the fox's silent dismay. Well, looks like it's just as good a time of any. Alright, we were just talking about you, actually. Oh, and what, pray tell, was it about? You're seriously asking him. Lucas thinks he'll hurt me, and I said that I know he'd never do that. What do you think? That's a joke, right? Lulu here couldn't hurt a fly. Unless that fly was my feelings, because you crush those all the time. You don't have any feelings. See, you wound me. You two just wouldn't get it. There's a somberness to his voice that takes the wind out of Aure's sails, and the concern on his face is apparent, even behind his soft smile. He diverts his attention away from Lucas and back to me. So, Lucas told me the two of you ended up talking about your feelings and all that cute shit. Yeah, we decided to try things out. Lucas was a bit worried at first, but he was willing to give it a try, eventually. I could tell. You should have seen him this morning. He was frantically dashing around my room while he was telling me about last night. I had to force him to sit down before he hurt himself. It was adorable how excited he was. Can we stop talking about this? I'm sorry, it's hard not to tease you, but I'm genuinely really proud of you, Malulu. If we're being honest, I didn't know if you were ever going to have a boyfriend. You are happy, right? You're not being pressured into this by the cruel and dastardly Walter, are you? I'm happy. I'm just nervous. I don't want to mess things up. You'll do fine. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. You'll do fine, Lulu. Just don't try to stress things out too much. Wallace is a good match for you. He's very patient with you, aren't you, dear? I'll do my best. See? Yeah. Yeah, he's always been the best, seen the best in me. Now, enough sadness. I came in here for cute vibes and snacks from the bakery. Give me the wrap, though. I can't afford to have too many calories. Lucas doesn't comment as he shares out the food, and the three of us enjoy the atmosphere as we eat. I still need to get around to telling Lucas about Kostya, but I don't want to bring the mood down just yet. Things are really nice, even if Aure is constantly teasing us about dating, even though neither of us really knows what that entails. Maybe I should sit Lucas down and see what our expectations are about it. Things were so tense last night. I was just glad everything worked out. I have no idea what dating someone means. Time flew by until I heard my phone buzzing. Aure and Lucas were too busy arguing about whether or not Lucas reads too many books for his own good to notice me check it. Not that they would have cared. It was a message from Kostya telling me to meet him in one of the study rooms in the science building. I haven't even been in the science building before outside of my biology class, and that's right next to the entrance. Everything good there, Walter? Huh? You're staring at your phone like you're cheating on your boyfriend and considering you only just got one yesterday. I doubt that's it. Though, wouldn't that be the slander of the century? Kind and innocent Wallace betraying his naive boyfriend after only a single night. Ignore him. He's just being rude. Hardly. It's a real possibility. Boys like Wallace are always powerful because they're... I wouldn't do that, I promise. I know, dear, I'm just messing around. Honestly, I wish you would be a little more wild, but you're the perfect fit for someone like Lulu, just as you are. It causes both Lucas and I to immediately flush, which only fuels Aure's massive grin to an even wider proportion. This is exactly what I'm meaning. You two are adorable. Now, was everything okay there, Wallace? You did have a real intense stare down there. Yeah, I'm just meeting with someone. Actually, do you think I could talk to Lucas about it in private? It causes Lucas's ears to fly up and a worried expression covers his face. I hope that Aure's little teasing didn't make him actually considering that I'm cheating on him. Would he think that? No, I don't think so. He didn't look concerned at all when Aure brought it up, and I think he's probably just worried about something else. Knowing him, I'll know soon enough. It sounds like the two of you need some space. I'll be waiting in my room. Aure leans over to whisper in Lucas's ear, though he's saying it loud enough that it's obvious he wants me to hear it as well. If you need any lube, just give me a text and I'll bring some down. I also have condoms too, so don't you... Just leave, please, God. With a final kiss to both of us, he walks away with such a sway in his step that it feels like the two of us just got owned in something, though I don't know what. Lucas looks ashamed to even be associated with Aure, which is surprising because Aure's antics tends to not really bother him. I guess he's feeling a little more self-conscious around me now. As soon as the door clicks closed, though, I can feel him relax. I guess he just feels like that situation is over, though I feel like the teasing has only just begun. I don't want to tell him that, though. It might sour his day. Sorry, I told you he was going to be bad, but I wasn't expecting him to be such an ass about it. It's okay, I didn't mind it. Honestly, it's a little refreshing to have someone be so normal about it. Lee always makes things sound so scary, and Oscar's too far in the other direction. Aure just makes it seem so... Nothing? Nothing? I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's just not a big deal. I know that doesn't sound much better. It's just like any other relationship. I guess it helps that most people expect us to get together. They did? No one told me that. Now it's my turn to look surprised. Even if no one mentioned it to him directly, it was still pretty implied at minimum. Aure made numerous comments about it. I thought he was just joking. I mean, he was, so I guess that's fair, but I don't think anyone's going to be surprised by this. Were you planning on telling everyone? Only if you were okay with it. Honestly, I don't really care. I wasn't going to bring it up unless someone asked. It's not really any of their business. He says that with a bit more venom than I was expecting, and I think just the topic of being boyfriends might still be a soft spot for him. It's a good thing I'm going to talk to Kostya. Sorry, did I say something wrong? You got really quiet. What? No, you're fine. I was just a little lost in thought. You do that too much. I know. My mom would tease me about it all the time. She said that someone would steal my tail right off my butt if I keep doing it. Is your tail a prosthetic? What? Oh, no, my tail's fine. It's just a silly expression my mom used to say. Oh, now I get it. That's a bit embarrassing. Can we not mention that to the others? I really don't think the others would be surprised or judge him for that. It's expected by this point, and it's definitely one of his cuter aspects. But if he doesn't want to tell, I won't. My phone buzzes again with another text from Kostya, just clarifying that he'll meet me outside. That's good. I had no idea where anything was in there. Was that whoever you're meeting with? Is that okay? You look upset about it. I don't mind. I'm just not looking forward to being left alone with Aure again. He'll keep asking me questions. I'm sure if you just told him you were uncomfortable, he would stop. Maybe I should just spend the day in the library. That brings a smile to my face. It looks like he isn't as upset about Aure asking about it than he lets on. He's just shy. I'm meeting up with Kostya. He wanted to hear about it yesterday, if you wanted to... Definitely not. I already had enough of that one person. I don't think I could handle more people prying into my personal life. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!